probably wondering what you're looking at. This is another project I was working on. Let me straighten it up. It's not working at the best yet. Still got its fair share of glitches. Might crash. But this is Shits and Giggles, and Shits and Giggles plays... Oh, crap. Yeah, plays crap. There you go. Now they play You Don't Know Jack. So let me see if I can straighten that up a bit. Alright. While you're waiting, I can let this thing go on autopilot, which is kind of cool. It'll pick out questions. It'll play the whole damn thing. After, in a few minutes, I'm going to be coming up with Giggles, and supposedly I'm going to be able to use tracking on both of these characters at once. So I'm interested in seeing if this works. Let's see. So we got face, track to mouth. Okay. Right now both of them are going at the same time. All right. So let me see if this will work properly. 1 second. Okay. Get rid of that. Click over here.
Seconds.
Oh my God! Look who's come back.
Speaking of trouble. Oh, if it isn't my favorite bad penny. How are you?
Let's switch it on.
Scott Baio.
Greetings, welcome to the show. I'm Raul, you're the contestants. How many of you are there?
Man, I would lick his wet toothbrush.
Yeah. Help me out here, because I would really like to get this over with before I die of natural causes. How many people are playing the game?
2% Simp D.
No, we keep it together.
This is ridiculous. This is like talking to a blank wall. Where'd we get these people? Did somebody leave the door open near the dumpsters? Let's get some more contestants in here.
You can get it on the dish, yes.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to Jack TV. My name is Schmitty. Hey, listen, could you do me a favor? You know the beginning of My Three Sons with the foot thing? Could you do that real quick? Come on. All right, that'll have to do. Hey, look at you three. It's like hands across the keyboard. Let's play. We're going to get started by passing out the hardware. So here's what you do with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make them answer it anyway, buzz in and then hit the S key to screw them. Okay, take your seat. The show is about to start. It's all you, player three. What do you want?
Yeah, I hear you. Hold on. I'm coming down.
All the big words are slowing you down, huh? Let me help you out.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to #1.
Coming. All right.
Open wide and get ready for cattle, bald men, and justice. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. And now, your question. Based on Bull from Night Court's given first name, which of the following might you expect him to do? Write poetry for Roz, assassinate Dan, foretell Harry's every decision, or drive cattle through the courtroom? I guess Night Court was on after your bedtime, huh? Bull's real name is Nostradamus Shannon, and Nostradamus is that 16th century Frenchman that everybody says was a predictor of the future. On the other hand, some people say his predictions were just a lot of bull. What do you want to do, player three? Do I have to carry you the whole game? Move, I'll pick. We're calling this one What You Don't Learn on This Old House. $2,000 for correct answer. Forward, march. If Fred Ziffel from Green Acres had written the lyrics to the song If I Had a Hammer, the Hammer song, what line would most likely come after If I Had a Hammer? I'd treat it like a friend. I'd use it to call my neighbors. I'd raise it as my son. Or I'd use it to kill my wife. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. Fred Ziffel, the guy who's got a pig for a son, also talks into a hammer as if it were a phone. Of course, he never hears anyone respond to what he says, which brings to mind another song, If He Only Had a Brain. Player 2, how about a category? Hey, I got somewhere to go. Can we move along, please?
We're losing him,
On
Doctor.
my count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Shake hands with men who scratch themselves in public. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. So, have you ever been at a baseball game where the crowd starts taunting the pitcher by saying, "We want a pitcher, not a belly itcher"? Just trust me, it happens, okay? Because he's a former big league pitcher, which of these characters, by default, must not be a belly itcher? Thomas Magnum, Oscar Madison, George Costanza, or Sam Malone? Let me show you what I would have picked. Before he started serving pitchers of beer, Sam Mayday Malone was a relief pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. So I guess he's not a belly itcher. But I hear he is known to stand behind the bar spitting and touching himself. How about it, Player 3 category? Hey, what are you daydreaming about?
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
Let's take a look at Choking the Costanza. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. So you know how some sperm banks have helpful magazines and other aids to help men open their accounts? Hey, I needed the money, okay? Suppose George Costanza from Seinfeld decided to donate his sperm. Based on what's worked for him in the past, which magazine would he want to help him do the trick? National Geographic, Victoria's Secret, Glamour, or Cosmopolitan? Here's the one you didn't pick. The magazine George was looking at when his mother caught him, beating up on himself was Glamour. They better hope there aren't any issues of glamour in the waiting room. Player 1, what are we doing? So many choices, so little time. Hey, bless smut with dime store.
It is time for a Dribblish.
One gibberish category coming up. Kiss the mother, kill the daughter. Let's get the ball rolling at 5K for this gibberish question. Now, as soon as you know the answer, you buzz in and start typing, because I'm going to take away some of that cash every second and a half. All right, now that you're all settled, tell me, what popular sitcom line does this rhyme with? Kiss his shy mother, smother Carol. And don't let that punctuation fool you. First clue, it's from an 80s sitcom. It's from an 80s sitcom featuring Bob Newhart. Hey, if I'd have said hi, Bob, you'd have to drink. Oh, damn. Last clue, Larry is introducing his brothers. Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl, and kiss his shy mother, smother Carol. You know, I never understood why that was so funny. Maybe I'll go ask my brother Schmitty. Hey, Schmitty, you think that's funny? No, Schmitty, I don't think that's funny. See, we don't think that's funny. Talk to me, Player 3. Oh, come on, it's just a category!
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
For your enjoyment, Cosmo Knots. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, so the Soviets may have beaten us on one Cold War front when they launched the first man-made satellite into space, but hey, it's not like we Americans were just sitting around here doing nothing. In fact, on October 4th, 1957, the same day Sputnik 1 was launched, what were Americans sitting around doing? Reading the first issue of TV Guide, experiencing color TV for the first time, watching the last I Love Lucy show, or viewing the first Leave It to Beaver show. Correct answer is Leave It to Beaver premiered on the same day that Sputnik 1 was launched. So the Soviets had Sputnik while we were becoming a nation of couch Spudniks. Player 3, why don't you pick one? Hey, that slow and steady crap doesn't win any races around here. I'm picking a category.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
Let's see what we got going. When a soap opera goes down. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Okay, imagine your life is a soap opera and you need direction. Shouldn't be too hard. Now, imagine you get these directions. Take 95 south, go past Philadelphia, look for signs for Landview. When you hit Landview, head underground. That's the lost city of Eterna. On which show might you get these directions? All My Children, Loving, One Life to Live, or The Edge of Night. You want to see what the smart money says? One Life to Live is the soap opera with the storyline involving Eterna, the lost city beneath the town of...
Okay, so we're going to start over with an S.
60 seconds.
2 dogs in one hand is worth the bush.
All right, everybody, that's 60. We're going in.
How do I react? Should I just not
What is that on the set?
Hey, don't you like that? Maybe I thought it was kind of funky.
No, it doesn't look funky. It looks ridiculous.
All right. Hey, we're going to start you off with a real simple math question first. How many people are playing?
Oh my God, I don't even want to think about his...
Unless you'd rather quit this and go play something a little less challenging like tic-tac-toe, tell me how many people are going to play this game?
Play the game.
Yes, that's camera A.
Got it. Player 1, how about telling us what you'd like to be called? Go ahead and type it in.
45 seconds.
Good. Now, player 2, let's have your name. Oh, yeah. Hey, I need to know if you want to play a game with 21 questions or a game with 7 questions. All righty, then.
30 seconds.
Player 1, your buzzer is Q. That's Q as in Quaz. Q-U-O-Z. Look it up. Learn something. And player 2, you buzz in on the letter P as in Paula Poundstone.
20 seconds.
Just imagine this place filled with smoke. Could you find your way out? Oh, hello. You're going to get a bunch of questions. First person to hit their buzzer gets first crack at the cash. Pick the answer you think is right and hit the number on the keyboard. Easy, easy, easy.
10 seconds.
All right,
9.
good luck.
8, 7.
All right,
6,
we're going. Lose the
5,
desktop.
4,
Okay, go to
3.
Rollster available in gray, tan, black, and red clay. Genuine imitation brush, leather hat, fringe vest, and couch spurs available separately.
Okay. We got a few people watching, including Adapts. Oh, yeah.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, look at this. 2 contestants, 1 keyboard. What kind of zaniness could ensue? Oh, man, I sounded like a WB commercial, didn't I? Well, you two look like a couple of gambling types. I can tell by the tacky clothes. All right, let's do it. First order of business, screw. Not to offend you, but this is how you screw someone. If you want to force your neighbor into answering a question that you know they don't know, buzz in and slap that S key. You got it? Now, put down the TV guide. It's time for the real thing. Player 1, your choice. Oh, this is good. We got one of the more productive members of society playing.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
The category, a glowing review. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Okay, imagine this. Due to a hostile corporate takeover, Agent April Dancer, the girl from U.N.C.L.E., has become the girl from Glow. Which outfit would be most appropriate for her first day on the new job? Water skis and a swimsuit, gold lame wrestling top. Patent leather teddy and a whip. No, but I'm sure Mistress Dancer's whip would make your submissive buttocks glow.
All right.
Player 2, now's the time. Take a shot, player 2. Chaps and cowboy boots. No, but Stephanie Powers can ride my range anytime she feels like it. So you don't lose any sleep over it. GLOW stands for the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. It's a female pro wrestling league. So now if she loses her wrestling match, they can call her the girl who cried uncle. Player 1, give me a category. Here we have a virtual reality check. How does $2,000 sound? So virtual reality might be all the rage with the computer geeks in Silicon Valley, but did you know it was invented in Cincinnati? Many people consider WKRP newsman Les Nessman a pioneer in the field of virtual reality. Which of the following virtual items do we not see Les Nessman using on the show? A virtual traffic helicopter? A virtual news van? Player 2. Don't you remember when Les beat his chest while speaking to simulate the noise of a chopper? Talk about a bumpy flight. When he's... It's all yours, player 1. When he reads the news, Les uses an actual microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, you can fake your way through a lot in life, and sister, I am living proof of that. But you cannot broadcast on the radio without a real mic. Got it, Marconi? Player 1, tell me what's next.
We're losing him,
On
Doctor.
my count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
All right, give it up for Seinfeld and impulse shopping. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, you just inherited some bucks and they're burning a hole in your 501s. Let's say you go nuts and blow through your inheritance in a brand new store called Just Kramer. Based on Kramer's product inventions, which of the following items could you not buy? A mattress filled with sand, a coffee table book about coffee tables, muffin tops, or a bra for chesty men? Player 1. Just Kramer would not sell you a muffin top. That's Elaine's idea. And I'm sure the boys would be very interested in seeing Elaine's muffin bottom. Yeah, baby. I don't know what that means. Let's have a category, player 1.
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
Today's specialties include, are there potatoes in that? $1,000 at stake on this one. Pencils ready. Let's do it. Say you go to a restaurant and order a bowl of Mulligan's stew. If the stew contains the same ingredients as TV's Mulligan's stew, what should you expect to find in your dinner? Addictive drugs and alcohol, delicious chum, good old-fashioned... Player 1, Mulligan Stew is a 1970s show about the Mulligan family who, with 3 kids of their own, are forced to take in 4 more when their relatives are killed. Personally, I'll never go back to that restaurant again. One time, I ordered Mulligan Stew, and I found some Webster in it. Player 1, why don't you give me a category? Hey, stress cut with lime sword.
It's time for a gibberish.
Take a look at this gibberish category. VIP on the set of Growing Pains. I'm gonna open the value of this gibberish question at $5,000. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Get ready to buzz in when you can tell me what this rhymes with. Thick'll know me, son. And don't let that punctuation fool you. First clue, it's a cable network. Oh, ESPN, right? It's a cable. Player 2, what do you got? Type in your answer and then hit return.
Oh, and you gotta type it in and get it right. I don't know how to spell it. Nick.
You know, I can't get Nickelodeon at my house. I still haven't figured out where I'm supposed to insert the nickel. Go ask your grandfather what that means. Player 2, take your pick.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
I believe this one is called, Would You Believe? I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Ready? Catch this. What is the undercover name of the Get Smart agent who would most likely pee on a fire hydrant? Agent K-13, Agent 401K, Player 2, go! Fang, the dog, is Agent K-13. He's assigned to catching cat thieves. Category time, player 2. Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Here's the deal. If you see two words that go together, buzz in and you get $2,000. If you buzz in when they don't go together, you can say goodbye to $2,000. Here's the fun part. Remember the clue. The words only match if they fit this clue. People you love to hate. Try not to take it personally. See ya. Scores! Player one's got it. Player one, when I'm an old man and I tell my grandkids about all the great games I've ever hosted, I'll be sure not to mention this one so they don't lock me up in a home where the nurses are all screaming.
Very nice work, people. Let's get those commercials going. Raul, hon, we doing this again?
You guys better enjoy your name up there on the high scoreboard now, because I got a feeling after about 10, 20 games, you're going to be retired to the High Scoreboard Hall of Fame over there near the dumpster. If you want to play again, let me know.
My life changed forever.
The Civil War Battles of the Network Stars, a Ken Burns film coming this fall to PBS.
One's a cop from the future. One's a witch doctor from the past. Together they fight crime.
Freeze!
Ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang, walla-walla, bang-bang.
Sundays on UBC.
How often do you think about the air you breathe? Oxygen, gas of life, or secret military death vapor? Tonight.
Ice. Watch out.
Why?
Slippery.
Oh. This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
TV producers looking for a way to spruce up a dying series? Well, now, for a limited time, What You Talking About Warehouse is offering that adorable child actor that your show needs at dramatically reduced prices. All children must go, and they're not just for sitcoms. Add a touch of wholesomeness to your soap opera.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
I love you both.
Listen to how one lovable addition can liven up a Vietnam miniseries. Look out! Charlie everywhere!
Hey, why is everyone here called Charlie?
These precious child actors come in all shapes and sizes. Children with lisps, redheads, fat kids, annoying brats, twins, dwarves. So why let those final season's ratings get you down? Call What You Talking About Warehouse and you and your show can go out with a giggle.
Tonight on Jack TV, watch what happens when your sweet, sweet slumber plays host to some of America's scariest dreams.
I had the most awful nightmare.
Real-life recollections of vivid bad dreams.
I tried to run, but kept falling, and my legs wouldn't move.
When the laws of nature don't apply.
Then it, turned into this weird kind of, pit bull cat thing.
And the mechanized world fails you.
I kept turning the key, and the car just wouldn't start, and I was so late to work.
And there's no place to hide.
I had to go on stage, and I didn't know any of my lines, and I was new.
Would you wake up in time? America's scariest dreams. Find out tonight.
Hey, get away from the deli tray. We're going to do another game. Listen, you want a 7-question game or a 21-question game, huh?
Yeah, 3. So that's just... How do you know who they are? They'll type in the
Gee,
chat,
I don't mean to tax you with such difficult questions. Screw it. We're going to do a full game. 21 questions,
21
everybody.
Questions.
Player 2, what looks good?
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
For your viewing pleasure, Happy Days and Ways to Get Gum Out of Your Hair. $3,000 for this one. Hey, do you remember on Happy Days how Fonzie was raised by his Grandma Nussbaum? Based on what Grandma Nussbaum called Fonzie, which peanut butter commercial might cause Fonzie's head to jerk toward the... Player 2, grab it. That goes in the win column. Fonzie's grandma called him Skippy, because you can spread him on just about anything, right, Grandma? What's it gonna be, Player 2? And our special guest tonight, Pull My Fingers. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Hey, yo, you, over here. Okay, good. Now, look at this picture and tell me, if a hippie gives you this sign, what is he saying to you? The visitors have arrived. Danger! In Orkin, which is honor, or somewhere a Vulcan is crying. Take a shot, Player 2. No new, pal. Player 1, you can take it. Hey, Scrap, you buzzing?
Oh, hush now, honey. I think you have beautiful ears.
Should have picked this one. When Samantha from Bewitched has to give Darren her word, she gives him the witch's honor sign. Now, tell me again, why doesn't he let her perform magic? Player 1, your choice.
We're losing him, Doctor.
My count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Let's have a big warm welcome for, hey, cover that up. $1,000 if you get it. All right, imagine there's been a big government cover-up about the first appearance on Earth by the alien Mork from Ork. Because Mork first appeared on his or her show, who of the following would be the best person for the government to silence? Gilligan, Mel Sharple. Player 2. No, that time with Mindy was not Mork's first appearance. Player 1, it's yours if you want it.
I'm in.
What do you say we check out the right answer? Mork made his first appearance on Happy Days, so Richie would be able to give you some key information. And while they're at it, maybe the government can whack Ralph and Potsy because, you know, they can get away with it. Player 1, what are we doing?
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
This category is known as, gentlemen, choose your weapons. Get this one right, you get $1,000. Hey, do you remember that TV Western, The Rifleman, starring Chuck Connors as Lucas McCain? Well, how do you feel about this? If instead of a rifle, Lucas McCain had used a weapon from Chuck Connors' pre-television career, what might audiences have seen him do? Slip rat poison into a bad guy's drink, hack up a bad guy with a meat cleaver, beat a bad guy with a baseball bat, or bulldoze a bad guy's hangout.
God! Okay, bulldoze.
Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. Before he went to Hollywood and became a big star, Chuck Connors played first base for the Brooklyn Dodgers. But you know, I'm not really sure what his batting average was, so maybe using a bat wouldn't be the best idea. Hold still, you bad guy.
Ha ha, no batter, no stick.
Yeah, well,
Player one, what's up?
okay.
All right, congratulations, player one. Player two? Sorry, because player one just got a this or that. The category for this this or that question is, when in doubt, host a talk show. All right, I am kicking ass and naming 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if that person ever hosted their own talk show or not. If they had a talk show, you press 1. If not, press 2. And hit 4 if you want to skip. $500 for each right answer, and you lose $500 for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. All right, I'm going to start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. It's showtime. Vicki Lawrence, talk show or no talk show? Mary Lou Henner. Suzanne Summers. Marsha Warfield. Tempest Bledsoe. Space Ghost. Last one, Tina Yothers. And that makes 7. You only got 3 right, my friend. That's not very pretty. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one who put... Player 2, grab a category.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
This one's called All Beef Patty and Her Special Sauce. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, they laugh alike, they walk alike at times. You guessed it, they even talk alike. It's those kooky cousins, Kathy and Patty, from the Patty Duke Show. Let's say you want to weasel your way into Cousin Patty's good graces. According to the theme to the Patty Duke Show, what should you give Patty to make her lose control? A bucket of... Player 2. As the song goes, Patty loves to rock and roll. A hot dog makes her lose control. Damn, I wonder what she'd do for a Polish kielbasa. Your call, player 2.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
Well, what do we have here? You're a puppet for the man. You get it right, you get 2K. Think fast, it's question time. If one of the Fraggles from the kids show Fraggle Rock asked the Oracle Marjorie for advice and didn't like what she had to say, what would be an appropriate response? You're a real motor mouth. Take a shit. Yeah, baby. Marjorie is a trash heap, and she gives the Fraggles advice. Kind of like Loveline. Player 2, take your pick.
Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 8.
Let's take a look at variety shows are the spice of life. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. Put your head between your knees, because we're going down. Given what took place during the 3rd season of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, what song would have been the best choice for the show's finale during that season? She's having my... By the last season of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, Sonny and Cher went through a DIVORCE. Which was the reason it was CANCELLED. Player 2, how about a category?
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
Let's see what we got going. Keeping up with the jerks next door. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Well, that big yellow Ryder truck out front can only mean one thing. You've got new neighbors. Unfortunately, you discover that your new neighbors are the Loud family. Given their claim to fame, what's the biggest complaint you'll have about the folks next door? They won't shut up about Richard Dawson. They play heavy metal day and night. The film crew keeps ruining our lawn. Or they vaporize Fido. Take a shot. The Loud family was followed around by a film crew for the documentary An American Family. So you may have trouble keeping the best boy off your lawn.
Mr. and Mrs. Loud, the kids are in bed, you've just had a few glasses of wine. Now just pretend like the rest of us aren't even here. Oh, yeah.
Why saying something like that?
Player 2, what do you want?
Yeah. Hello?
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
Shake hands with TV for the Deaf. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Put it in gear, because here we go. If Schoolhouse Rock decided to use other TV shows with exclamation marks in their titles to illustrate interjections, which of the following shows would not be eligible? Jeopardy! What's Happening? Good Morning America! Or Shazam!
What is wrong answer, Alex?
No, I'm sorry. We're looking for correcte response. Player 1, you can take it. I can't take you anywhere. Okay, now here's a good answer. There's no exclamation point in Good Morning America! Good morning, America! It's 7:15. It looks like a beautiful day. Let's check the traffic. Ah! That'll do it for round 1. What do you say we move on to round 2? Hey, kids, come on in. It's time for screws. Here you go. One for everybody. Hey, remember, you got those screws sitting there. You may as well use them, okay? Just buzz in and hit the S key to make someone else answer the question. You may as well enjoy it. Screwing's never going to be that simple again. Pick a category, Player 1.
Just keep talking for me. I'm going to let you keep doing Player 1.
11, come on, girl. Good question.
For your enjoyment, Milk with Bacon and other unkosher dinner episodes. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Suppose a bunch of TV characters gather for a Shabbat dinner. Instead of saying Shabbat Shalom, which two characters might greet their fellow diners with Shazbat Shazam? Mork and Gomer Pyle, Shaggy and Genie, JJ. Mork says Shazbat, Gomer says Shazam. And then matzo balls come flying out of nowhere. Let's have a category, Player 1. May I introduce who's whatchamacallit? 4K coming your way for a right answer. Okay, you know how sometimes you forget an actor's name, so you just refer to them by their character's name? Like, instead of saying Bill Daly, you say Major Healy or Newhart's neighbor, right? Well, say you're describing Stephen King's miniseries It by telling your friends who the main characters are, but you can't think of their real names offhand. Which of these is not accurate? Jack Tripper is the architect. Judge Harry Stone is the evil clown. John Boy Walton is the novelist. Or Venus Flytrap is the librarian. Take a shot. Jack Tripper is an architect, but he's gay. What do you say, Player 1?
Can't be an architect. Well, okay.
It's all yours, Player 1. The evil clown Pennywise was played by Tim Curry, not Harry Anderson.
Right?
But here's the good news. As a bold new experiment, Judge Harry Stone does play the comedian. Player 1, give me a category.
Flash, we interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
We're calling this one, but natural blondes have the most fun of all. How does $2,000 sound? Flex those fingers, here it comes. Say blondes really do have more fun. Which of the partners in Cagney and Lacey and Starsky and Hutch are having the most fun? Cagney and Hutch, Starsky and Lacey, Cagney and Starsky, or Lacey and Hutch? Player 2. Nah, I went out with them, and let me tell you, they're no fun. Player 1, it's yours if you want it. In the two brunette and blonde crime-fighting duos, Cagney and Hutch will have the most fun. Although it's hard to tell. They may look like they're having fun, but only their hairdresser knows for sure. Player 1, tell me what's next. Uh-oh, fresh slut tits eyesore. Grab hold of this gibberish category. People who really hate seafood. $10,000 right off the bat for this one. Now here's the deal. The more time you take, the less cash you get. All right, I want you to listen closely and tell me, with what TV phrase does this rhyme? Vile cur, prawn, canned squid, damn ya. And don't get fooled by that punctuation. First clue, someone might say this to you. Someone might say this to you after you're the butt of a practical joke.
Keep on trying to guess.
Last clue, I'll be candid. You've got a good smile. You feel like an idiot? Well, vile, Kerp canned squid, damn ya. Man, I love Candid Camera. Remember that episode with Rob Lowe? That was great. Category time, player 2.
The thrill of answering! The agony of 15!
The category? Which makes me hippest, a cigar or a martini? This one can get you $6,000. Here's the question. If you're a bartender and someone asks you to fire up a colortini, what would be your most appropriate response? Haven't you had enough, Norm? Shaken or stirred, JJ? Coming right up, Mr. Snyder. Or this one's on the house, MacGyver. It's all yours, player. JJ from Good Times? You know, if memory serves me correctly, he's a teenager on that show, and, well, teenagers don't drink. They're not old enough. Player 2, you want it? Player 2, go! No, but the cool thing about MacGyver is you could literally have a drink be on the house, and he could get to it really fast, because he's got stuff to move fast. You know, they can't all be winners. For the curious, here's the right answer. On his Late Late Show, host Tom Snyder frequently tells his viewers to fire up the colortinis and watch the pictures as they fly through the air. No one's really sure what the hell it means, though, proving that Tom probably enjoyed a couple of colortinis the day he thought it up. What's it gonna be, player 2? Open wide and get ready for the hearty flavor of the Hardy Boys. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, did you ever see those Hardy Boys mysteries on TV? Well, imagine this. In a story called The Mystery of the Old Meat Grinder, the boys meet with a grisly end. Based on their first names, into which of the following could one of the Hardy Boys be ground? Chuck roast, filet mignon, frankfurters, or roast biff? Player 1. The eldest Hardy Boy would end up as frankfurters. And if you think Frank getting ground up into hot dogs is bad, you ought to check out his brother, Sloppy Joe. Player 1, why don't you give me a category?
Thank you. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. You're beautiful.
The category is Bars on Mars. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Heads up, here it comes. What ingredients would you find in an Alien Nation Boilermaker? Beer and a shot of blood, beer and a shot of curdled milk, beer and a shot of salt water, or beer and a shot of warm urine? Player 1. Sorry, my friend, but the aliens from Alien Nation are afraid of salt water, which means no margaritas either. Salt around the rim would kill them. Player 2, ball's in your court. Take a shot, player 2. I got confused. Here's the one the winners pick. In that TV show Alien Nation, sour milk gets the aliens drunk. You ought to see what happens when they get a hold of some rotten fruit and leftover Chinese. Player 2, grab a category.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
Coming at you. My TV has the drip. Heads up, this one's gonna be $6,000. Okay, so we all heard about these liquid diets, right? Well, say your doctor puts you on a liquid television diet. Because it was never featured on liquid television, which of these would you not be consuming? Stick Figure Theater, Eon Flux, Beavis and Butthead, or The Ren and Stimpy Show? Eon Flux, that gun-toting chick with the thong bikini? No, baby. But, yeah, baby.
Oh, no.
Player 2, you want it? Player 2, grab it. I'll tell you what, this'll be our little secret. Why didn't you pick this one? Ren and Stimpy is the only show I mentioned that was never featured on MTV's animated liquid television. I'd be careful, though. An all-MTV diet seems to cause teen angst. Player 2, what looks good?
Minty cool, minty
This category is known as Drunks Make Great Characters. How does $4,000 grab you? Alrighty, say you're at a TV industry party and there's a lot of peer pressure to get schnockered. Because he or she has never had a drinking problem, who would be the best choice for designated driver? Murphy Brown, Christine Cagney, Sam... Player one, do it. Father Dowling is just a simple priest who likes to solve mysteries. Alcohol's got nothing to do with it. Now, the real mystery is, who the hell invited a priest to the party? Lame. Pick a category, player one.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
This one's called, Whoa, what happened? You get it right, you get 2K. All right, listen up. You remember that made-for-TV movie, The Day After? Well, what happened on the day before? An alien invasion? A nuclear holocaust? Player two, go. What the hell are you thinking? Player one, take it. The Day After was a made-for-TV movie about life after a nuclear holocaust. Hopefully, we won't have to worry about that sort of thing anymore. I hear the French are developing some sort of day-after pill. Player one, what are we doing?
Oh, vegan. It's mine, I tell ya. Who's the horny woman? That's the end. That's the big one.
Don't get nervous. Just keep your hands on the keyboard and your eyes on this clue.
Who's the horny woman? I think that says it all, don't you?
Who's the boss? Gotta be Mo. Golden Girls. That I bet you it's right.
Player one, you ate that jacket set for dinner. Let's see who's picking up the check. Player one takes it. Yeah, player one, you didn't even break a sweat on that one. But don't let that stop you from using deodorant, because I may not know a lot about hygiene, but...
You don't know Very nice, people. If you ask me, that was worthy of syndication. Okay, get the commercials rolling, and hey, Raul, are we playing again?
You two are looking smart and sassy up there on that high scoreboard. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
I went to doodle with you, whatever.
Yes, those two lovable old characters are back with their own series.
How'd you like it if I called you Mickey?
My name's not Mickey.
That's my point.
Huh?
What? Fridays this fall. Senile old men.
Hey, Stinky, pass me the Cheetos.
Are you talking to me?
You're the only one here, ain't you?
Well, what about him?
That's a lamp, you idiot.
Oh.
Senile Old Men, the new show about nothing.
I thought he looked familiar.
Oh, I guess I'll just say it. Sweetie, will you marry...
The average human passes wind 11 times a day. But now there's an answer to the embarrassment. The Fart and Burp Buddy. The Fart and Burp Buddy is a tiny pouch that emits a lifelike scream when you squeeze it, diverting attention away from your loud flatulation or belch. Let's rewind and see just how the Fart and Burp Buddy can work.
Sweetie, will you marry...
Oh my God, look, it's John Travolta. Honey, someone said they saw John Travolta.
Oh, it was probably just some crazy lady. Now, Schnuggums, will you marry me?
Yes, Tom, I will.
Just one little squeeze and the Fart and Burp Buddy can help you out of any cheese-cutting jam. It fits right in your pocket or purse and comes with over 100 attention-diverting phrases programmed right inside. Just listen to a few of these examples.
Look, it's Menudo. Oh no, the building's on fire. Watch out for that UFO.
The Fart and Burp Buddy even comes in foreign models, like the German.
Gross Gott, es ist David Hasselhoff.
Or how about the French?
Zut alors, il est Jerry Lewis.
The Fart and Burp Buddy, from the makers of Flatulence, the scented suppositories.
Thursdays on the Magic Eye channel are 3D-rific. At 8, catch dolphins jumping out of the ocean.
I can't make it out. Just clear your mind. Try not to think about it.
Then, at 8:30, it's dinosaurs in a forest.
That's so cool. It's like they're jumping out at me.
What, those little red squiggles? I can't see a damn thing.
At 9, it's unicorns jumping over the stars, followed by cute tree frogs at 9:30.
Try putting your nose up against the screen and then scoot back slowly.
Maybe cross your eyes a little bit.
I think I see something. Is that Santa?
Oh, Dad.
There's something more to see on Thursdays. The Magic Eye channel. It's 3D-rific.
No, get down.
We brought you When Rats with Wings Swoop.
Down, boy, no.
When bees know you're afraid.
Hey, come and get Cookie out of his trailer. We're doing another game. Do you want a game of 7 questions or a game of 21?
Hey, up there. Hey, can you get my dogs?
Okay, Angels. Charlie's got another assignment for us. Come on, let's jiggle those buns. Let's go.
Player 2, take your pick. So many choices, so little time.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
All right, give it up for Damn Yellow Pages, $2,000 for a correct answer. Get the wax out of your ears, it's question time. Based on how Agnes DePesto from Moonlighting answers the phone at the detective agency, what service might customers think they've called by mistake? Dial a joke, dial a mime, dial a poem, or dial a foreign country. Player 2, grab it. Agnes DePesto generally answers the phone with a poem. Unfortunately, not too many things rhyme with Agnes. Player 2, how about a category? I believe this one is called, thingies. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, I'm talking about these things. You know, I got this, geez, it's so hard to describe to you. They're, if you can imagine, they're like, oh, I got it. You know what? They're like sands through the hourglass. Yes, that's it. They are just like sands through the hourglass. What the hell am I talking about? Type it in when you think you know it. Let's see what you got, player 1. Type in that answer and then hit
Survey says.
Player 2, now's the time. Now or never, player 2. Start typing and hit return. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. And like nails on a chalkboard, so is watching this show. Your call, player 2.
This is question 3.
Well, what do we have here? Of pop music and green slime. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Hey, do you remember that Nickelodeon show You Can't Do That on Television? Do you remember when singer Alanis Morissette was a cast member? On You Can't Do That on Television, certain words trigger a shower of slime. Based on its title, which of Alanis' songs should play after someone gets slimed? Hand in my pocket, ironic, you ought to know, or all I really want. Player 1, ironic. I can't tell you how badly I've been waiting for someone to pick this answer. Player 2, you want it? shot, player 2. That green slime on "You Can't Do That on Television" gets triggered by the words, "I don't know." So, Mavis, what's up with this Alanis Morissette anyway?
I don't know.
Oh, what is that? Player 2, what do you want? All right, flesh, butt, spits, I'm poor.
It is time for a difficult question.
Let's see if you can make some sense out of this gibberish category. From a third grader's to-do list. What do you say to $5,000 to start this gibberish question off? All right, listen up. Every second and a half, some of that cash is going to disappear. So if you want to win big, you got to move quick. Okay, listen up and tell me, with what phrase does this rhyme? Spell division, score trim then. And don't get fooled by that punctuation. First clue, it's a slogan for Lifetime. Okay, I watch Lifetime. You got a problem with that? Player 1, yeah, go for it. Type in your answer.
If you can't beat them, I guess.
Oh my dear Lord. Oh my God.
You know, usually when people buzz in after one clue, they know the answer. Player 2, how do you feel about it? It's a slogan for Lifetime to explain its programming. Last clue, this is for all the women out there, and you know who you are. You're watching Lifetime. Spell division, score trim then.
Oh my God.
Television for women. Does that mean what I think it means?
You got it, Schmitty. 3-hour-long douche commercials. Nothing else.
Wow, it's true? Player 1, what's up? For your viewing pleasure, oral exam. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Okay, you've heard of Pat Robertson's show, The 700 Club. I mean, heck, maybe you even watch it. In which case, what are you doing playing this game? Say Oral Roberts' televangelical show were also named for a number. If it's the donation amount he asked for so God wouldn't call him back to heaven, what would his show be called? The 2-Bit Club, the 700,000 Club, the 8 million... Player 2, grab it! Mr. Oral Roberts told his followers that he needed $8 million in donations or God would call him back to heaven. I think nowadays you can reach Mr. Roberts at 1-900-NUTBALL.
How much did he get? Did he actually learn it?
What's it gonna be, player 2? Let's have a big warm welcome for When There's Something Strange in the Tube. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Let's see how you handle this one. Well, suppose the Ghostbusters are hard up for work and decide to practice their trade on various TV shows. On which of the following shows would they not find a ghost to bust? Jennifer Slept Here, My Living Doll, My Mother the Car, or Topper? It's all yours. This is going down on your permanent record. Player 2, ball's in your court. Player 2, the only show listed here that does not feature a ghost is My Living Doll. However, it did star Julie Newmar, so that means that not all busting is out of order. Category time, player 2.
You'd have to just put all the wrong answers on at the end. You got to...
I hope you all brought a towel, because you're about to get wet. Dive into this clue. Come out, wherever you are. It's too late to hide now. We're going.
What, Roseanne, is that it? I refuse to answer your freaking question. David, you fifth. That's it. And I don't know the answer to these, so let's see how badly different.
Player 2, way to show him who's the boss. Let's see who's really on top. Player 2 with the win.
I almost. Oh, wait a minute.
Player 2, how does it feel to be responsible for the complete destruction of another person's self-esteem? Pretty good, huh? Hey, Player 1, if it makes you feel any better.
Nice work, people. Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
You two ruled. Not only did you make it to the high scoreboard, but you knocked off a few names. That is primo in my book. Hey, if you want to play again, let me know.
After I gave him my social security number and bank account number, my psychic enemy predicted bank fraud. Thanks, psychic enemies.
And psychic enemies know about love.
Psychic enemies told me to break up with a wealthy Nobel Prize winner and go back to unsatisfying one-night stands. Thanks, psychic enemies.
1-900 enemies. With enemies like these, you'll never have friends again.
Having trouble getting into those jeans?
I've tried everything to lose weight. Pills, shakes, liposuction, even stomach stapling, but nothing seems to work.
Well, you don't have to anymore. Not with Limb Whacker.
Limb Whacker? What is it?
Limb Whacker is the most advanced weight loss system available. Limb Whacker's technology allows you to lose 10, 20, or even up to 40 pounds in one day. Guaranteed. Just turn the switch to on. And see how Limb Whacker can change a flab day into a fab day.
Wow, my fat legs are finally gone. Thanks, Limb Whacker.
I battled with my weight for 30 years. Then I heard about Limb Whacker. I lost both arms and my right leg in less than 5 minutes. It's a little tougher to get around, but I finally have the body I've always dreamed of.
Wait a minute, I had the NDI muted for a
And
while.
so can you. Limb Whacker can be yours now for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Call today and we'll throw in a stainless steel tourniquet absolutely free. Limb Whacker. Slims and trims by removing limbs.
On the next episode of Road Kids.
Welcome to Eastside Hospital, kids. Scrub up, grab a gown. Today you're all going to be surgeons.
Surgeon? Oh my God.
No way.
Cool.
I'll confess. At first I was a little nervous. Being a roadie for Van Halen was one thing, but this was serious surgery.
The doctor asked if anybody'd ever performed.
Let's see. Start over. S.
60 seconds.
And we had a little show called Hip Hop Funky Fresh Party Till Sundown, so I don't want to hear it.
Cross over to the left and go.
Players, my name's Raul. Very important that we move as quick as a bunny. How many people do we have playing the game?
They have to be in rows of 12.
Yeah, well,
Listen up, Sparky. I asked how many people are playing.
But then I tells them, try running it on gasoline.
This is ridiculous. This is like talking to a blank wall. Where'd we get these people? Did somebody leave the door open near the dumpsters? Let's get some more contestants in here.
Well, I guess I got it.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yeah, welcome to You Don't Know Jack TV. My name is Schmitty. Look at this, I got a freaking mod squad in front of me. Oh yeah, 3 players. This makes the hair on the back of my back stand up. Okay, let's go. First of all, we're gonna need some pointy objects. About those screws, if a question comes up and your neighbor over there looks like Jethro trying to hook up a VCR, that's probably a good time to screw him. Buzz in, hit the S key, and then they gotta answer it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it's prime time. Player 2, what looks good? Oh, come on, it's just a category!
And now, climbing up the charts all the way to #1.
Here we have pier diving and breast implants prohibited. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, free your mind. Say LA County passes a law protecting ocean life from possible silicone contamination. Since Pamela Anderson could no longer work as a lifeguard, to which job might she slink back? Screech and Zach's homeroom teacher, Tim Taylor's tool-time girl, a China Beach nurse, or the Fresh Prince's family maid? Does this ring a bell? Pamela Anderson was the tool-time girl on Home Improvement, but quit her job to concentrate full-time on Baywatch, which is the same thing my cousin Billy did. Player 2, grab a category. I hope you don't think you get this long to answer the question. And our special guest tonight, Grace Under Fire, Under Fire. How does $2,000 sound? See if you can wrap your skull around this. If the title character from Grace Under Fire lived out the life of the famous real-life person that shares her name, what would you expect to see the TV character do? Sing about white rabbits and Alice, become androgynous, marry the Prince of Monaco, or whatever George Burns tells her to. Let me show you what I would have picked. The title character's name on Grace Under Fire is Grace Kelly, the former Princess of Monaco and star of a lot of really cool movies, which I guess means that her cute little daughter Libby will grow up to be a bad Euro trash pop singer. Player 3, time to make a choice. Oh, this is good. We got one of the more productive members of society playing.
We're losing him, Doctor. On my count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Today's specialties include swimming with the enemy. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. One question coming right up. If you went swimming on China Beach, for which of these would you have to watch out? Being ripped off by crooked businessmen, being spotted by North Vietnamese spies, being revived by buxom lifeguards, or being run over by speeding race cars? The correct answer is China Beach takes place in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. The problem with trying to get a tan on China Beach is if the ultraviolet rays don't get you, the Agent Orange certainly will. Player 1, your choice. Why don't you try this one on?
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with #4.
Coming at you, Queen of the Wild Frontier. $2,000 for correct answer. Boys, you may want to take your coonskin hats off for this one. Believe it or not, whenever he's not out fighting in the wilderness, the King of the Wild Frontier is at home playing with dolls. After which of his dolls might Davy Crockett have named his rifle? Betsy Wetsy, Raggedy Ann, Holly Hobby, or Mrs. Beasley? So you don't lose any sleep over it. Davy Crockett's rifle is named Betsy. So Davy plays with dolls, no big deal. Just be careful if he asks you to come over and play with his action figure. Player 1, why don't you give me a category? You know, I can leave the room if you want some privacy. Well, now, will you look at what I just did? Golly gee, Player 1, I just picked you a this or that. And this this or that questions category is cheap, non-union labor. Okay, I'm going to read off the names of 7 television primates, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a real primate or an animated primate. If it's a live-action primate, press 1. If it's a cartoon primate, press 2. And press 4 if you want to skip it. For each right answer, you get $500. And you lose $500 for a wrong answer or one you don't get to. All right, I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock. Let the games begin. Grape Ape, real or animated? Hey, if you're not sure, just skip it. We'll come back. Hello, you still with me? Time's a wasting. Answer it or skip it. Oh, no, you ran out of time. All right, I got to deduct $500 for each one you didn't answer. Yeah, that was pathetic. This is going to be fun. Well, you came. Player 3, pick a category. No, don't get up. I'll get it.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
Open wide and get ready for Can You Watch the Real Me? Get this one right, you get $1,000. See what you can do with this one. According to what the FCC chairman at the time called TV in 1961, which of these lyrics by The Who best describes TV? The New Constitution, Such a Supple Wrist, Only Teenage Wasteland, or That Deaf, Dumb, and Blind Kid? Should have picked this one. Back in '61, the chairman of the FCC called TV a vast wasteland. But luckily for all of us, it's gotten Homeboys from Outer Space much better since then. Let's have a category, player 1. Sorry, Pokey.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you $2,000. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Who signs your secret paycheck? Now let's see what you end up with after taxes. Bye-bye.
yourselves a tie. Wow, player 2, player 3, after all that, you ended up tying at 0. Next time, why don't you just, like, beat each other up with clubs? It'll be more interesting, and then you won't have to hear me say,
You don't know.
Beautiful. Very nice work, people. Hey, Raul, what's up? Are we doing another one of these?
What a special moment. All three of you on the high scoreboard. Let me just look at you for a second, because I don't think anything like that's ever going to happen ever again, with the three of you anyway. Let me know if you want to play another game.
Of the Network Stars, a Ken Burns film coming this fall to PBS.
Liquor. Don't drink that.
Why?
Mine.
Oh. This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
If you thought taking it in the nuts America and taking it in the nuts Europe was funny, well, just wait for Taking It in the Nuts Japan. An hour's worth of hilarious home videos from Japan, where every blooper involves a Japanese male getting banged in the balls. Mommy! That's Sunday night at 7 for multicultural comedy at its best. Ooh, that had to hurt. Taking it in the nuts. Japan.
Have you ever wanted to be a professional television announcer but thought to yourself you just don't have the voice for it? Well, now you too can have the pipes needed to enter a glamorous career of selling crap on television.
My real voice is like this.
But with the Sybil 5000 voice semblance generator, any voice can be an announcer voice. Just set the dial on the Sybil 5000 to the voice you want to have. Choose from Suave Beer Guy, smooth, refreshing, effervescent, auto sales.
With prices so low, the cars practically drive themselves off the lot.
Even feminine hygiene.
I feel fresh all over.
Order now and we'll throw in the Looney Tuner to generate dozens of your own cartoon voices like Superhero Guy. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Zany Alien. Don't move, Earth Creature. Or Dopey Dinosaur. The Sybil 5000 and the Looney Tuner are both available for the special introductory price of $19,995. Order now and you too can be selling crap like this.
People all over the world are falling unconscious for 6 to 8 hours every night. What is this sleeping disease? Do you have it? Find out tonight.
Loose women. Don't sleep with them.
Why?
They're not the marrying kind.
Oh. This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
Dearest Natalie, today was our fiercest battle yet. As we fought our way to victory, I saw something not soon forgotten. Telly Savalas atop the dunk tank, smiling triumphantly, gym shorts flapping in the wind. He had willed himself not to be dunked.
The Civil War Battles of the Network Stars, a Ken Burns film coming this fall to PBS.
Antifreeze. Don't drink that.
Why?
Because it'll kill you.
Oh. This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, a journey is undertaken.
Come up here, Janelle. You can ride in front of me.
Hold me tight.
But they must make haste.
We'll have to gallop.
Oh, yes.
All on the next Zenora.
What's the matter, Jane?
Jill, it's Roger. He pays more attention to that TV than he does to me.
I used to have the same problem, till I found out about the boob tube.
The boob tube?
It's a portable television with twin screens that you can strap to your chest.
Does it work?
I'll say. The boob tube saved my marriage. Last year, our anniversary fell on the same night as the Super Bowl. Thanks to the boob tube, we were able to have a romantic dinner out, and Dave still got to watch his precious game. And even though he was yelling at the referees, to onlookers, it looked like we were having a real conversation.
I wish other people thought Roger and I had real conversations.
Try the boob tube.
I will.
Later that evening.
Roger, what do you think of the dinner I made for you?
It's good! Yes!
Roger, what would you like to do after dinner?
Make a pass! Go for it! Run, you bastard! Run!
Thanks, Boob Tube.
The Boob Tube by Chestovision, now featuring boob within a boob for your spouse's multiple viewing pleasure.
Each week on the Black Market Baby Roadshow, leading black market traders travel throughout the nation offering free appraisals of your unwanted or stolen children.
This is a relatively healthy 2-month-old baby girl. She has no noticeable scars. A fair price would be in the $20,000 to $30,000 range.
Watch as the Black Market Baby Roadshow cameras capture tales of long-neglected children snatched from attics, basements, and daycare centers.
I found this baby in a private nursery at a nearby estate.
This is an 8-month-old baby boy, and it's actually a distant relative of the British royal family and worth several $100,000.
Why, I had no idea.
Black Market Baby Roadshow's featured guest experts also offer tips on the preservation and protection of your newly purchased black market child.
This baby is my second, my third cousin's kid. They was killed in a high-speed automobile collision.
So keep an eye on your local birth announcements and hop on the Black Market Baby Roadshow tour in a city near you.
60 seconds.
60 seconds,
Oh,
people.
you're supposed to wear it on the inside of your pants. Well, I don't know. I never seen one of them before. It looks good on you, though.
I can see the host out there with a puppy.
Oh, God. And you know, just because you're doing a sports back does not mean you have to show up
she
sweaty every
was one
single
of
day.
the sweatiest women.
Hey there, folks. I'm Raul. How many people do we have playing today?
Avalanche of sweat.
You know, it's all going back very well.
What the hell's taking so long? Are you losing count on your fingers? How many people are playing the game?
Don't touch that. That's got salmonella. That's what I read. I mean, not...
Well, I don't have time for this dilly-dallying. That's right. I said dilly-dallying. I'm going to go grab some people out of the audience.
You know, it's the Speedo.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, welcome to You Don't Know Jack TV. Let's find out how much you three know about television, because that's something you should be really proud of. Okay. Oh, no. The four of us together, it's like some bad canoe trip. First thing, I gotta give you some screws. Okay, word on the screws. If you get to a question that you know your neighbor doesn't have the answer to, show no mercy. Buzz in, hit the S key, and screw them. Believe me, it's fun. All right, let's do it. Player one, give me a category. What, do I have to do everything around here?
And now, climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
We're calling this one, I'll Take Food for Hamana. You get it right, you get 2K. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. Based on what Ralph Cramden says in a famous episode of The Honeymooners, what is the $99,000 answer? Ed Norton wrote Swanee River. Ralph wrote The Star-Spangled Banner. Alice Cramden wrote Moonlight Sonata. Or Trixie Norton wrote Take the A-Train. Could have given you some cash if you picked this one. Okay, either you saw this episode of The Honeymooners and you forgot it, or you never saw this episode to begin with. Either way, it makes you a big loser, which means you're not going to get any explanation out of me. Let's move on. Player 3, your category. Did you have a nice nap? The category is in the butt, Bob. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Hey, kids, it's howdy doody time. Which of the following was not a TV game show? Who's there? Where was I? Where'd you go? Or what's going on? Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? There's never been a game show called Where'd You Go? I think they made a pilot, but it ran away or something. Player 1, tell me what's next. Let's go! You look fine.
We're losing him,
On
Doctor.
my count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Let's see what we got going. Aliens know about love, too. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, imagine that you've been captured by evil aliens who plan to kill you unless you and a partner can beat their two best players in a doubles tennis match. Look, don't ask, just do it, okay? Based on the title of his show, which TV character should you choose as your tennis partner? Fibber McGee, Tom Corbett, Colt Seavers, or Parker Lewis? You want to see what the smart money says? The show in question is called Parker Lewis Can't Lose. Get it? He can't lose. Unless you count finishing at the bottom of the Nielsen ratings. It's all you, Player 3. What do you want? Hey, it's a keyboard. It's not gonna bite you. Hey, good move, player 3. How did you know I was gonna end up picking you a dis or dat? The category for this dis or dat is Howdy, won't you be my duty? Now, I'm gonna read off 7 character names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if he or she is a resident of the neighborhood of make-believe, you know, like a Mr. Rogers, or a Howdy Doody character. If you think he or she is a character from the neighborhood of make-believe, press 1. If they're a neighbor of Howdy Doody, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4. I'll give you $500 for each right answer, and $500 is going to be taken away if you get it wrong and you don't get to it. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? And we're off. King Friday, Make Believe or Howdy Doody? If you haven't got a clue, just skip it. We'll come back to it. Hey, wake up. Are you still playing? Come on, answer it or skip it. That's it, no more time. Now here's where I have fun. $500 for each one you never answered. Yeah, okay, that's enough. Let's see what you did to your score. All right, we're not going to talk. Pick a category, player 1. Hey, next time you're going to take this long, let me know. I'll pack a lunch. Let's take a look at, don't forget the unzip code. $1,000 at stake on this one. Eyes forward, we're going. If you were to come across a letter that begins with the TV show title Dear John and ends with the TV show title Love Sydney, what might be the subject of the letter? A little girl's crush on a teacher, an older man's interest in a divorced man, a crazy girl who wants her sister's husband, or a single mother's interest in a married man. Here's the one you didn't pick. John Lacey is the Dear John character whose wife left him, and Sidney Shore is the guy who shares his apartment with a young woman and her daughter on Love Sydney. Yeah, the rest of the letter caused a much publicized boycott of the networks by certain religious groups. How about it, player 3 category? We don't have all day here.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
The category? I got something for you. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Hey, do you remember that 1977 made-for-TV movie Something for Joey? What is that something for Joey? A puppy, his first kiss, the Heisman Trophy, or a drum set? Let me show you what I would have picked. Something for Joey is about Penn State running back John Capoletti, who gives his Heisman Trophy to his sick little brother. Yeah, I remember watching that with my older brother when I was little. He turned to me and he said, "You know what, Schmitty? If I ever get rich and famous, I'm not giving you a damn thing." I hate him. Talk to me, player 3. Hey, what are you daydreaming about?
You're about to embark upon the attack. Hit your buzzer when you see 2 words that match. $2,000 if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. It's not so hard. Just remember this.
Remember the clue.
It's got to be a match that fits this clue. But my TV surname is... Now let's see if your name is gonna be Mud. Bye-bye.
It's Player 2. Well, Player 2, you've made me look at victory in a whole new light. Sort of a dim and dreary light, but I can just barely make out these words.
That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. And Raul, are we doing another one of these?